Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography. We have finally made it to the end of Def Leppard. We are talking about their last album, the most recent, 2022, Diamond Star Halos. The hangover's already kicked in for me. We'll see how this goes. With me, as always, we got the illustrious Tim. We got
That's
the
me.
super psycho Bill.
Oh, yeah.
We got the sometimes competent cowboy.
You got me running, and I ain't gonna hide. That's right.
Those are your Cramps names that I just came up with. I've been on a Cramps kick, so sorry.
Nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, we're talking Diamond Star Halo,
Which is a line from a T-Rex song called "Get It On," which is a iconic big hit song of the '70s.
We've got our rankings there so far. We're also going to talk about Drastic Symphonies if people got stuff to say about that. But let's just get into.
I checked it out.
I couldn't do it. I was so burnt out on Def Leppard by this point. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
See the agony in your face, man. It's just
I mean, if y'all want to start this episode off positive, I can go first.
Rock till you drop. We're gonna rock it to the top. Gonna take it to the top.
Tim's mentioned it a couple episodes now. He didn't like the guitar tone. I liked the guitar tone of this record. I think they got it right. The opening track, Joe sounds energized. It sounds like 80s, like Motley Crue mixed with those great Def Leppard pre-choruses with a little sprinkle of Beatles. I didn't mind it. I liked all the references. I mean, it worked well together. Kick. Is this going to be another fucking Euphoria? You give me a decent song and then you throw some bullshit like Kick at me? Fuck this song. How could anyone walk out of a recording booth after seeing this and say, yeah, we did a great job?
Well, Three Doors Down have done it a couple times.
Yeah, 6 years earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Fire it up. Besides the dumb intro, this song got some groove. Again, Joe sounds great. I like how they make the siren sound with the guitar in the background. There's just a tinge of Kid Rock going on it. Like, just a tinge. That I didn't care for, but this guitar, damn, that Hawaiian sounding intro was fucking great. I was about to highlight this song in my notes as a top song contender, but then the real song started, and it was rinse and repeat. Joe and Allison both sound great on this country duet. I like the lyrics. This would be a Joe top song if he was here for sure. SOS Emergency would be amazing on an 80s sitcom. That's not a mark. I love 80s sitcoms, but not 3 minutes and 25 seconds of one. Liquid Dust production was really good. They did some interesting things with the left and right and the highs and lows. You Rock Me. I see we are back on Queen. Why the fuck did they spell it like that?
Because how else are you going to have rock in the title?
You could have put.
They can't have any more rock, right? You gotta spell rock differently. You can't have the Rock, ROCK.
Because it's a new rock.
That would have been dumb as shit in like 2003, let alone 2022. Like,
so they're only 19 years late behind that one.
Hey, what's up with the kids nowadays?
Oh yeah, they were,
all about that ROK rock.
Goodbye for Good this time. It's a piano ballad. It's fine. Some pretty parts with strings and stuff. It's unoffensive. All we need. Alan does some fun drum rolls. It's okay. I think I've become numb at this point. Open Your Eyes. Again, the production's great. The rhythm section really stands out here, along with Joe Elliott. The song is not good though. Give Me a Kiss, it's fine. Angels Can't Help You Now, another piano-driven song, it's fine. Lifeless, now we're back to the country with a little hip-hop white boy beat going on as well. But I guess Def Leppard, we've already established that they created that sound a couple albums ago, so I guess they're okay to do it. Unbreakable, my God, I thought it was going to be okay. The beginning was fine, but then it goes to shit pretty quick. From Here to Eternity, now we're back to Led Zeppelin with some Beatles, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I don't mind this one. I'll take Def Zeppelin over Def McGraw any day. This is the best closer posted drill. I was done by this point. Somebody else covered.
I'll follow this one up. As you know, I'll be honest, when I was listening to these albums, so the order I listened to the Def Leppard albums, I did their first 5 first, and then I did Slang, I believe, and then I went to this album afterwards. And, you know, timing and order is everything. I mean, you can tell 2022, unlike some other bands, Def Leppard is past their prime. I feel, honestly, you know, after listening through, their self-titled was like their last hurrah. Like their last, they were slinging mud at the wall. They were trying. I felt like that was their last pitch to try and get something going. And for some people it worked, most people it didn't. This album, I'd be hard-pressed to see if Def Leppard released another album after this one.
Oh, sure.
I agree.
I'm sure
I have
they
to
will.
agree with you.
I bet there's 2 more. I bet there's 2 more.
This hasn't ended yet.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. It sucks because it's the end of their career. As I said, I actually feel like these albums, it's like, okay, this is what Def Leppard wanted their career to be. Is these last 2 albums. They're self-titled and Diamond Star Halos. I'm not saying it would have been a great career, but it's what Def Leppard's career wanted to be.
Yeah.
And there's some highs. There's also some very deep lows on this album. You can tell they're doing stuff with also like 2022 technology that you really just couldn't have done as easily back in the 80s. At the end of the day, right? With the pitching, the right lefts, the dynamics. You could do it.
Yeah, they do some interesting stuff with that.
Yep. But at the same time, you know, they've all had their careers at this point, and you basically gotta stick the fork in them, and they are done. They are cooked. And I don't think they'll be. I mean, if they do another album after this, it'd be interesting to see. I bet you the next album after this is gonna be a rinse and repeat of the last 2 albums.
No.
They're self-titled and Diamond Star. I think it's either gonna be that or it's a Taylor Swift album. It's gonna be one of the 2. That's my
Which
prediction.
is basically the same thing, honestly. Like when you boil it down, it's all the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
I like the guitar tone. I think this album rocked more than previous records.
I'm really shocked by that one. I really.
I'll say this: it was the if I went through my notes, most of it just said it's fine. It's
fine.
Like
You know,
it's not.
it's alright.
No, it's not even
Yeah, it's not even
It's
alright.
fine.
It's
like
serviceable.
yeah, it's like it's there. It exists. I don't ever want to hear it again. But if I did hear it again, it wouldn't upset me like some previous Def Leppard records would.
You would listen to this album again before you'd listen to X again.
Yes, 100%. Uh-oh.
Tim, what you thinking over there?
Well, on that one specifically, I was thinking it doesn't matter. I'm not listening to either of them ever again.
Well, no, but, you know, if you had
You were given
to.
a choice.
Yeah, if you had to.
I mean, given a choice, I'm sticking a pencil in my ear.
If Kid Rock was holding a gun to your head and said, which Def
All right,
Leppard
so
album?
my notes for this album: Take What You Want, meh. Kick, even more, meh. Interestingly enough, that's Phil Collin writing with a dude whose name is Dave Bassett, and he's worked with L. King, Vance Joy, Bishop Briggs, Fits in the Tantrums, Shinedown, Hailstorm, Daughtry, Josh Groban. He's also written commercials for Toyota, Target, T-Mobile, Dunkin' Donuts, Google, Nissan, Victoria's Secret, Best Buy, FIFA, and the Olympics. And TV shows, including Grey's Anatomy, Nashville, CSI Miami. He also did the music to The Muppets Most Wanted. And he wrote a song for Pitch Perfect 3.
He helped write Kick.
Yeah.
Well, he fucked Def Leppard, then.
And then we go to Fire It Up. That was written by Phil Collin and a dude who has written for Panic at the Disco, One Direction, Fits in the Tantrums, Weezer, Blink-182, Train, Ringo Starr, Carole King, Katy Perry, Billy Idol, Daughtry, Gym Class Heroes, and Tom Morello.
Oh, shit. Fucking Gym Class Heroes?
Yeah.
We need to cover that
and then we get to This Guitar, which features Alison Krauss. And again, Phil Collins working with some outside songwriters. This one is C.J. Vanston, which the only credit you need to know is he's actually a member of Spinal Tap. SOS Emergency? Liquid Dust? You Rock Me? Good this time? Yes, indeed. That's where this album becomes a frisbee and is out the window.
You made that up.
No, I did not.
Fucking hell, you just changed my rankings. Your motherfucker's moving up if this has Spinal Tap on it.
It does have, yeah. Tonight I'm gonna rock you tonight.
Oh my god. Whew. Wow.
Yeah, literally my notes stopped there though because this became a frisbee and was out the window. This album did nothing for me.
All right. Cowboy, what about you?
Diamond Star Halos.
2022.
2022.
Return to form.
About a
Fucking
year and a
great.
half ago.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members really kicking the rock and roll into action.
Oh, man.
Oh,
y'all-
they ready to rock.
If this says anything, to this day, I've listened to this album in full entirety 3 times now since 2022.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
That's more than me.
That's like I mean, I know that Pour Some Sugar on Me and Armageddon It are on the radio every day because that's what people want to hear. But at this point, yeah, the Def Leppard fatigue is real, and all I want to do is listen to the first 3 albums.
I really want to go back to Slang. I wish they would do another Slang.
You know what? I really liked their 8th album, 10.
10? Their 8th album, 10.
Their 8th album, 10.
Well,
Yeah.
hold up. We'll save all that for the end. Cowboy Diamond Star Halos. What's your favorite track on it?
And why?
It's a good follow-up question.
That one really, it's probably the opening track. Take What You Want. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's the first one you hear.
It's the first one I hear, and
I want to apologize to that one guy who said this was his favorite album.
I mean, I'm going to chalk it up to Def Leppard fatigue.
There was some fatigue.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
some fatigue.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. So my favorite song on this one is probably From Here to Eternity, at about the 5-minute 30-second mark.
Oh, so they wait till the very end of the last song to finally kick it in.
Yeah, it's Led
Oh,
Zeppelin.
yeah. About 7 seconds.
It's Led Zeppelin. Like
That's
all
a
it
good
is.
band. Check out some 7 seconds.
Oh, 7 seconds is great. Yeah. All right. Well, before we rank Diamond Star, we've got to very quickly talk about Drastic Symphonies. Now, again, Def Leppard fatigue. I couldn't take any more Def Leppard. I couldn't stand to hear Bringing on the Heartbreak one more time. So I will say, I think
Stay
this.
tuned for top songs.
I think this is their coolest album cover since Retroactive. I'll give them that.
Yes, I do love the album cover. It's really cool. The material definitely just doesn't fit it. It just doesn't.
I listened to some of this album. I listened to the whole thing all the way through. It's similar to why am I drawing the blank here?
Metallica's S&M.
No.
No, because this isn't live.
Oh god, what did I just
really?
cover with you guys?
They did this in the studio?
Yeah.
I was expecting a live album as well. Yeah.
Then what was
it?
the point?
To put a string arrangement on their greatest hits.
I was like, that's all.
That's
Some
all.
original tapes are used, some new recordings are made.
Yeah.
I did not get through the whole thing, but what I heard, I felt was enough.
Mhm. It's like Ghost Note Symphonies.
Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Right, that's what I was thinking. If I could, what I feel terrible. I'm spacing on that band right now, and I like the band.
Rise Against?
Rise Against. Thank you.
Oh yes.
It's like Ghost Note Symphonies, except for it's like some songs didn't ever need to hear it. Other songs, it added a layer. I'll say
I
that.
bet Switch is pretty. Like, I'm interested to hear that.
That one I didn't hear. But I know
Same.
like Hysteria, it's similar, but it's a little bit different, right? Because it's the same kind of tone that Hysteria has, anyways. Because it's more symphonic as a
It's
song.
funny we checked out the same songs. I think that's when they're actually using the Hysteria master tapes.
It's
It's just a remix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get like Pour Some Sugar on Me. It's like, oh my god, why the
Completely new
hell
recording.
did you do this?
Completely
one-
new recording.
Asked for that at all. Animal, it's kind of weird. I had mixed feelings about the Animal one, right? It is a different layer, but if you're trying to listen to Animal, you are not going to listen to the Drastic Symphonies version, in my opinion, at least.
It did bring a different flavor, though, for sure.
Yes, 100%. And I like these type of albums by the artists, whether it's this one, whether it's Rise Against, Ghost Note Symphonies, because it shows a different side when you're not doing just a remix, of what a song could be in a different tone. Like, I like that dynamicness. And the same, no.
I want this record, and I've wanted this record from Green Day for like the past 20 years. Like I want Green Day to put out an acoustic.
Well, give them 6 years.
Maybe, but some bands can. Alkaline Trio, they nailed it with their acoustic. Hey, we're gonna play some songs acoustic. Rise Against didn't nail it. I'm assuming Def Leppard probably didn't nail it, but that's just me.
Mixed. I would say mixed. This is more interesting than Diamond Star Halos.
Yes.
The track list is interesting. Like having Switch 625 on there is interesting.
And again, some original tapes, some re-recorded stuff, but all kind of within the frame of symphonic versions. Yes. So there's some interesting stuff here.
I'd be interested to hear Gods of War.
Yeah. No, this is one I would probably like throw on 2 or 3 times a year. This is an interesting album.
Yeah, the strings get crazy on this album, on that song.
Yeah.
They kind of go.
And honestly, because of the strings, it's more interesting than anything they've done in the last 25 years. Just musically, there's like more to grab onto.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'd be interested. I am, but
I'd say it's worth checking out. But let your Def Leppard fatigue wear away first.
That like 6 months from now, check it out.
Yeah.
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 Like when it's time to cover Good Charlotte, check it out.
Oh, God, is that ever a time to cover Good Charlotte? Give us a subscribe, when we cover Good Charlotte.
Become a Patreon supporter and request it and see what happens.
Yeah.
That is always an option.
Come request some good music so we're not covering Def Leppard.
Yes, like Creed.
Do not give us Creed, please.
And we're going to do some Poison, right? And some John Bovey.
Hey,
100% Poison.
Yeah, we got to have Cowboy back for Poison. He loves Poison.
Ooh, yes. Let me tell you what I want.
I like these Poison, actually, low-key.
All right, so let's go ahead and rank Diamond Star Heroes. I think it's Tim. Tim, you're going to wrap us up here.
Oh, man. Okay, well... Well, Bill said he's going to listen to this over slang.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did slip that in. I'll give you that.
Ooh.
But I don't think it's as good as Euphoria. Are you right there?
I'm trying to remember here. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that looks
okay.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Real good.
Okay. Cowboy, I think, is going to be between the Sparkle Lounge and X.
I like Sparkle Lounge better than that.
Yes. Oh,
it goes over that.
Okay.
Ooh, Cowboy.
Yeah. Okay, playing some defense. I like it.
Yeah.
I thought Sparkle was your least favorite. That's interesting.
It was until Diamond and Star Halos came out.
It was until 2022. Now mine.
I think you liked this better than the self-titled.
Okay, you're correct so far.
So it's going to be better than slang.
Okay.
Right here? You didn't really like the Sparkle Lounge either, though, did you?
No, I didn't, but that is
but
not...
right here.
No, that is not... Nope. Sparkle Lounge goes there.
So it is going above Sparkle Lounge, but not Euphoria.
I'm putting it above... Hold on.
This is number 1. Come on.
Yeah, I'm putting it number 6. I like the guitar tone.
Okay.
Most of this record was Euphoria. This is where ranking gets hard because Euphoria had some really good stuff, but it had really, really bad stuff. Whereas Diamond Star Heroes, I was so numb, and everything was just fine at that point. I was just like, it's fine, it's fine, it's not offensive, it's fine. So it beats it by that.
It's just whatever.
Yeah.
You just become desensitized to it by this point.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
hate the
like,
logo though. I hate that album cover.
yeah.
That's not Def Leppard's album. Like, not their logo. You know. It's too blocky.
You know,
what about you,
Interesting way
Tim?
Team-
Well, this is the hardest one. I think let's move 10 down one. And I'll say it. I'll say Slang's better than this.
Ooh. Wow.
I mean, I know I got Slang down too from that, but you're not that far off. Speaking of, now it's time for the color coding. Now is where it's going to get good. This is where we state which albums we think are must-hears, your proceed with cautions, and our do not recommends.
I'll go first, just since, for the new guys, they'll see how it's done.
Okay.
Straight red.
Yeah, well, no,
knows
1
what's
through
up?
3 are obviously green.
1 through 3 are green. These are must-hear records.
I mean, you can make mine green too, I guess, but it's Tim that's currently saying it.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong line.
That's okay. It's okay. Those are green for me too. Don't worry about it.
Okay, we'll get to you later. All right, I'm on Tim's line now. Well, I gotta
4
change
is yellow.
Oh, what
The
do you-
rest are red.
Hold up. You said 4 is yellow?
Yep.
The rest are red. Do not recommend. Damn. That's a lot.
I mean, there's a very clear line with this band.
All right, well, let me go after you, I guess. Let's, Bill, you want to fill yours out while yours is already halfway colored?
I mean, mine's halfway filled out. So we're gonna go green on Adrenalize.
That's my boy. Tim, I hate it.
And then we're gonna go
Get
yellow.
Adrenalized. You're going to go yellow on self-titled?
Yes. Yellow. Give me 1, 2. Oh. Can we do like a solid orange on the next two? Like, here's the thing, right? Like, Sparkle Lounge and Euphoria, it really is truly proceed with caution.
I ain't got no orange color up, so you
I
got
know.
you got to go.
Give them yellow then. Be nice to give them yellow or be mean.
And then red for the last three. Because if you never hear Slang or X, you're not missing out on shit.
I actually kind of hate my life now that I have heard them.
It's been a long 2 weeks. All right, I guess I'll go next. I'm gonna say Pyromania is green. That's a must hear. Journalize fucking must.
You guys saw they're coming out with a super deluxe edition?
Which
We
album?
started recording these. They've announced the super deluxe edition of Pyromania is coming
Pyromania,
out.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, the 40 years. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Pyromania. I don't need to. That's all you need.
Have y'all
High
ever
and Dry.
listened to? Oh, sorry. Have y'all ever listened to Photograph instrumental? An instrumental version of Photograph? If y'all ever haven't,
Sure.
go on YouTube and look it up, man. It's pretty trippy how the instruments alone make that song.
Photograph's a badass song. That's one of the songs
It is
I know you're gonna. I don't have to worry about.
Oh, it's my number one. Never
Quit
mind.
spoiling shit.
It's just
Crossing it off now. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna say on
Stay
through the
tuned
night.
for top songs.
I'm gonna say on through the night and Hysteria are both green because they're They're both important to Def Leppard's catalog from two completely different points of view. To see where they started and to see where they ended. The rest I'm gonna just say Red because there's no point, and you don't really need.
There's
to hear,
no middle ground.
Yeah, there's no middle ground. They're either you gotta listen to them or you just I don't recommend them. Cowboy, what
Man,
about you?
Am I the worst guy?
I have to say I put a must hear with all of them up to Euphoria.
All right, we're gonna go.
Everything after Euphoria, well, after the Euphoria, you have to use Proceed with Caution on.
Damn, you putting a
But
Proceed with
definitely-
Caution on through the night?
But definitely, Diamond Star Halos, I was like, I do not recommend.
Wait, are you saying is Diamond Star Heroes your only or Halos your only red one?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sparkle Lounge is yellow for you?
yeah.
Proceed with Caution
Interesting.
on Sparkle Lounge, huh?
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
man, I
he is the
yellowed
true Def Leppard fan.
Yeah, he is the true paid attention this whole time.
Yeah, I'm on this. It,
I disagree with his.
for me to say that last three albums have, although I've been glad they put out the last three albums, I'm very disappointed in the last three albums.
Yeah, I've been disappointed since 1992.
And I've been disappointed since 1989.
I've been holding on to this band for so long, a lot of it out of nostalgic reasons, and for that reason alone, it's like
Sometimes you just gotta
Like a-
let that shit
like a
go,
hard
man.
habit to break,
Yeah, you gotta let it go. You gotta build new nostalgia relationships with better music.
Damn right, you
My
gotta let it
problem
go.
is that music today is
You got to look at what you like nostalgically. You got to look at it critically and go, okay, do I just like this because of nostalgia? Well, if the answer is yes, then it's okay. Then I don't actually like it. It's not good. It just has a special moment in my life, and I like that moment.
Yeah, and there's plenty of albums. I've got so many albums that I will defend to the death. But if you were to hold me to let's talk about the history of rock and roll and the importance and blah blah blah, I'd be like, well, no, we're not going to talk about the Gin Blossoms. But if we're talking about the Gin Blossoms from a nostalgic point of view, man, New Miserable Experience is a great fucking record. But is it a great record in the context of music? No. And that's Hysteria. That's Pyromania. I guess Pyromania was more influential. It did.
yeah.
Yeah, everybody wanted that snare sound.
Yeah.
But as far as music in general goes, Def Leppard was just a blip in.
Oh yeah.
They took a sound that, and they monopolized it and made it the '80s, and more power to them for it. They just never recaptured that sound.
See, as being a child growing up in the '80s, I didn't recognize or see the music.
Well, of course not.
their
You're a
album
child.
But every time I hear it, it always brings me back to that time period where, a lot of the songs that they were singing about, I couldn't even relate to. I was a kid, but
it brings up the question, like, what happened in the '80s, in the mainstream '80s, where you went from like the Who and the Beatles and Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith, like some great rock and roll, Rolling Stones, to the '80s where like the mainstream just went to fucking shit, and it wasn't until 1990 or '91 where rock became good again. Like what happened? Why did they?
Def Leppard. They sold. They had it like heavy metal couldn't go diamond.
No.
Yeah, heavy metal was lucky if they sold 20,000 copies.
Yeah, I mean Metallica struggled in the beginning with
Yeah, they're 5 years, they're 6 years behind Def Leppard
You
sales
know,
wise.
I love the biggest part
Def
about
Leppard are
Metallica.
the first band that at any point in their career got called heavy metal to go diamond.
And there was
Metallica
nothing,
was.
No,
Def
Def
Leppard.
Leppard was.
Def Leppard was. Yeah.
Yeah,
They just weren't really heavy metal.
exactly. But they came out of a heavy metal scene and quickly went to pop because
the
they
funny
went
was
diamond.
to see Metallica and Def Leppard tour together.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Def Leppard would get their asses kicked.
Like, people give Lars a lot of shit, but he's gonna win that drum battle every night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's an unfair fight. So,
Well, if anybody's up for it, it's Lars.
yeah, he'll take out a one-armed drummer. He's that kind of asshole. Statistic-wise, it looks like Pyromania is the top album between the four of us, with High and Dry a close second. Tim and I kind of skewed Hysteria for you Hysteria lovers. You guys skewed. Tim fucking really skewed Adrenalize, but whatever. On Through the Night might be the third best record across the three of us. It might be Pyromania, High and Dry, then On Through the Night.
I think Hysteria would have it beat just because Cowboy and I tanked On Through the Night.
Yeah, it might be Hysteria. So there you go. You sat here and you watched all this video footage to come up with a conclusion that Pyromania, Hysteria, and High and Dry are the best fucking Def Leppard records. Who would have thought?
What?
Who would have thought?
But hey, we spent the time talking about Diamond Star Halos.
And honestly, it looks like 10 is the worst, followed closely by Slang and or Diamond Star Halos.
Yep. That's
Oh, yeah.
yep.
And then a couple of us start skewing the other ones up.
X is so bad.
This sounds just a hell of a drug.
They put out 2 more live albums, besides Mirrorball. That They did the live in Las Vegas, Hysteria. They did the whole entire album live, and then they did a thing on that with they were their own opening act as well, where they took all their older songs from On Through the Night, High and Dry, and even off Slang, and played all those songs. So that's kind of like a treasure for me.
Yeah.
That's an interesting mix. On Through the Night and Slang.
Sounds great.
There's a big difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, this has been Cowboy's mainly his pick. We like to have, we rotate around. Next week we're doing No Doubt. Stick around. We're gonna do our top songs for Def Leppard, which there's no repeats allowed, so that could get interesting. I got some deep cuts.
I'll play some stackers.
Yeah, so stick around for that. Like, subscribe. We love you guys. Cowboy, get a haircut. Be safe. Make good decisions.